Hey guys, welcome to my channel and I'm back again with another really interesting coding interview question video. And this time guys, we are going to solve a LeetCode Premium question, which is question number 1133, largest unique number. So without taking any time further, let's get started with the problem statement. So the problem statement is very short guys. Basically we are given an integer array called as nums. So you can see in this example, this is like a nums array of integer. We have to now return the largest integer in this array that only occurs once. And if there is no such integer present, then we just return -1. Okay, so let's see this example. In this example guys, you can see that this is a integer array and the largest integer in this array is actually 9. But the output is 8 because you can see that 9 actually occurs twice. So once it's here and the second time it's here, right? Whereas the next number after 9, which is 8, is only occurring once. Hence the answer is 8. In the second example, you can see that we have got only 4 numbers and 9, 9, 8, 8. So none of the numbers is actually occurring only once. Hence the output is -1. Okay. So very straightforward problem statement. The constraints are that the length of the number array go from 1 to 2000 and the value of the number can be from 0 to 1000. So basically there can be no number which is negative. So this is a pretty straightforward problem statement. Now let's see how we are going to resolve this problem. So to resolve this problem guys, this is the pseudo algorithm that I have written. Let's go through it one by one. So first of all guys, just remember that whenever you have to solve the LeetCode questions where you have to find the occurrences. So here we just want to find out a number which only occurs once. So whenever you have to count the occurrences, the best data structure to use is called as a dictionary or a map. Okay. So what we are going to do here is we are going to create a map or dictionary where the key will be the number itself and the value will be the frequency of the number. And to create this map or to fill this up, we are going to actually loop over every number in this numbers array and update the dictionary. Now, my whole dictionary will be having the number and the frequency of the number next to it. So now I can actually find out the number which is only occurring once and the number which is also maximum. But to do that, what we need is a initialized variable which is called as maxnum, right? So let's say this is the answer that I want to return. And this variable I have named it as maxnum. And let's initialize it to -1 because we know from our constraints that no number can be negative. So the lowest number is 0 and what I can do is I can initialize my value to -1 because if no such integer is present, anyways we have to return -1, right? So now I loop over my dictionary. So for every key or every number that is present in this dictionary, I'm gonna loop over it and I'm just gonna check a small thing that if this max number is actually smaller than the key in the dictionary, sorry, that should be key. So if this is smaller than the key and the frequency of that key is actually equals to 1, that means it is only occurring once, then I will update my maximum value. And finally, after this second for loop is completed, I will actually return the maximum. So this is my pseudo algorithm guys. I hope it is clear to you. Now it's time for me to implement the code for you. So let me delete this part. Let's look into the code for that. So this guys is the Python code for solving this problem. Okay, let me format it for you. So as I told you guys, we are going to create a map or a dictionary in Python. And I have named that dictionary frequency dict. Okay, and this is going to be empty in the first place. So the first thing what we are doing is we are going to fill up this dictionary. So for every number in the nums array, we will check if this number is present in the dictionary or not. If this number is present in the dictionary, then we are going to update the value of this number in the dictionary with +1. So basically we are incrementing the value. Otherwise, what we will do is we will add this element, add this number in the dictionary and we will make the frequency to 1. Now, the first for loop is completed and it is time for me to start iterating the dictionary itself. So, before doing that, we will declare our maxnum variable to -1. And now, for every key in this frequency dict, I am going to actually iterate over These are some print statements that I did for debugging, so you can ignore it. What you have to do in this for loop is just check if the frequency of that key, or basically the frequency of that number, is actually equals to 1, and that key is greater than the max num. So that means the number is only occurring once and it is greater than the currently found max num. In that case, we will update the max num to that new key, and finally when this for loop is completed, we will return max num. So that is the code, guys. Let's run this code to see that if it works for all our problem statements, all our test cases. You can see that it passes. So let me submit this code as well, and you can see that it is accepted. Now that we are done with the solution, guys, it is time for us to determine the time complexity. So you can see, guys, that we are actually doing the two loop complexity here. So you can see the first for loop goes for all the numbers and the second for loop goes for the entire dictionary. So we can clearly say that this is a, let's say if all the numbers are only occurring once, then the first for loop will also run n times and the second for loop will also run n times. So your total time complexity will become equals to 2n, and if you just round it up in big O notation, it will be an order of n time complexity, which is a linear time complexity. Let's look into the space complexity, guys. So in the space complexity also, we are actually using a map, and if I assume that all the numbers are unique in this array, my map will actually contain n elements. So in that case, my space complexity is also order of n, which is a linear space complexity. Okay. So that was the solution, guys, and that was the problem statement of this premium LeetCode question. I hope you guys like this question, guys, and I hope you learned something from it. If you did like this question and if you did like this video, then please do not forget to like this video and share this video with your friends. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, feedback for me, please do write down in the comment section below. I would be really happy to address them. And in the end, guys, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and hit the bell icon for future notifications of more such programming and coding videos. I'll see you guys in the next video, guys. Until then, take care and bye bye.